Physical media is very important, kids. One day, maybe the cloud ain't there. How are you going to watch Dogma?
Being able to hold it in your hand and see the artwork and the posters and have the names, it's it's a real thing.
Such a sadness that you think you've seen a film on your fucking telephone. Get real.
So there are some people that only get their PE class fix by video on our socials on YouTube and Facebook. And I'm sure there are some people that are a bit confused about what PE class actually is, and they're just too afraid to ask. But it is physical entertainment, and that's why we call Jarret the coach. He's here to hydrate you with some of the upcoming releases. How's it going, Jarret?
Not too bad. Just watch out. I do the towel flick as well.
So. And the metaphorical slap on the ass.
Look, there's no hands involved. I only use the wet towel. So that's all I do. That's all I do here. I'm good, and it's great to be back to talk about December's releases, because surprisingly, for the last month of the year, there is a ton of titles coming out, both new and classics, or as I've dubbed them, newies. Quite a few newies and some classics as well. But yeah, it's an exhausting one, so I'm going to get right into it, lads.
Do it.
I'll start with the newies because it's good to get that out of the way so we can concentrate on the really good stuff.
On the fun stuff.
On the fun stuff. Now, the first one I haven't seen yet, I am keen to check out, The Conjuring Last Rites, which they have on the artwork for the home entertainment release, added a 4. Conjuring 4.
They did that to number 3 as well, though. They did that to number 3.
They did that for home ent as well. Yeah. There you go. I guess it is confusing when you're in the store and if you're looking at them and you're not like us and maybe remember those subtitles. But anyway, Conjuring 4 coming out on 4K Blu-ray and DVD. A bit of a lackluster release. I mean, it's got Atmos on the 4K and the Blu-ray, but there's only 3 promotional featurettes on there. Nothing of really any kind of worth. I can't help but feel that maybe Warner will eventually do a nice collector's box of it.
It's really strange because there's a moment in there where all the characters from the previous films are in the same scene together.
Right.
And like Frances O'Connor, the Lily Taylor from the first one. And it's like, why not make a little documentary about that? And James Wan is in the same scene. It's like, why not have a documentary about this reunion?
Please tell me. Now, I haven't seen this either. But if they get them all together, then did they shoot an end credit sequence where they all sing a song like there's something about Mary?
Yeah, I was going to say, like, Build Me Up Buttercup, was it? Yeah.
Jersey Boys finale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what a waste if they had them all together.
Totally. Yeah. No, surely they're keeping that for the deluxe.
And they sing Don't Fear the Reaper.
Yeah.
I hope it's the Mutton Birds version, though.
Dude, I enjoyed Conjuring 4. I thought it was fun.
Oh, good. I'm looking forward to watching it. Look, I didn't think much of the last one. The Devil Made Me Do It, I think it was titled. That was the subtitle for that one. Yep. But I am keen to watch this. I mean, it's got to be better than that last Insidious film, The Red Door. That was
well, they shift the location of this one to like Pennsylvania, so it's got that industrial, like
cool,
small town vibe, steel mill in the background, all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Okay, no, I'm looking forward to checking it out. Now, here's another sequel that's coming out on home end, 4K Blu-ray and DVD. Nobody 2. Which kind of just like crept out, really.
It did nothing. It did nothing. There were no junkets that I was aware of. The press release is very minimal. Like, there's nothing. I would have thought this would be a big sort of fanfare title.
Oh, totally. Considering how big the first film was, and this sequel was a good sequel. As far as sequels go, I mean, it was a bit padded and unnecessary, but I still really enjoyed it. Like Bob Odenkirk playing an action character. I'm there every day. I mean, I'll watch Bob Odenkirk in anything. But yeah, no, it's not a bad sequel. It's pretty good.
It has 2 super cathartic moments, and they're both in the same scene. It has that dream moment where someone else's kid is acting like a piece of shit and you just smack them.
Yes,
that's
absolutely.
Great. And then it has the cathartic moment where somebody else smacks your kid, so you go to town on them.
Yeah, totally. 100%. 100%.
Both in the same scene.
Awesome.
It's a good sequel. It's a good sequel. Now, the Atmos is on the 4K and on the Blu-ray. There's some deleted scenes and 2 featurettes. So it's not an amazing release, but Universal did go back and do a special edition of the original Nobody. So, who knows? There may be a Nobody 3, but given that this one just sort of kind of quietly came and left. I don't think so. And Bob Odenkirk's not getting any younger. He already had a heart attack.
Yeah, I guess
so I don't know if he needs to chance that again on a third one.
These movies can't be that expensive to make, and they're doing a whole lot of, like, Monkey Man, Novocaine. Like, it's a popular thing at the moment. So round it out with a trilogy. Give us a nice triple pack.
Look, I'd be, and it particularly, if the third one's a seasonal movie, maybe everyone's doing Christmas, so let's choose something else. Like, if it's American, let's do Independence Day. Easter would be amazing because there is not enough Easter movie-themed movies out there. So absolutely.
And they'll call it No Bunny. With
call it No Bunny. That's great. Well, he's got to have a fist fight with someone in a bunny suit. Surely.
I would say surely the third one has to be Christopher Lloyd has died, because surely he doesn't have that much. Knock on wood. He can't be doing that stuff for much longer. And then at the funeral, you find out that he was keeping all these enemies at bay. And now that he's dead, they've all come to town to take out the nobody. And the subtitle is, it's Death of a Nobody. And that would be...
that would be fantastic. Absolutely. Amazing. Yeah, I'm in for it. Well, or it could be just
all the bodies.
All the bodies, yeah.
All the bodies. Moving on, gentlemen. Eddington, the new Ari Aster film's coming out, only on Blu-ray and DVD locally. Didn't get an opportunity to see this one, but admittedly, I still haven't watched Beau is Not Afraid, so I probably won't be in a hurry to watch this one. Have either of you guys seen it?
No, I've gone off Ari Aster. It doesn't really interest me anymore. Like, that Beau is Afraid really turned me off. This one, the premise looks good. It looks good as far as, like, the aesthetic of it, but I'm not in a rush.
No, likewise. I can sit this one out. It looks like a bit of a plane movie to me. So if I ever eventually get on another plane, maybe I'll watch that. Speaking of planes, the next one's Fight or Flight with Josh Hartnett, coming out on Blu-ray and DVD. Haven't seen it. Do actually really want to see this one.
Yeah, really
it looks a lot of fun.
It's one of the few. It's one of the few occasions Ben went to a screening without me.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's freakish. That doesn't happen. Did you take Mel with you, Ben?
Yeah. Had a bit of a date night.
Yeah, nice. I'm looking forward to checking this one, and I'm glad that Roadshow are at least doing a Blu-ray for it as well. Now, from Roadshow, but via Rialto, really, Strangers Chapter 2, Rennie Harlan's second installment in his new Strangers trilogy. It's coming out on Blu-ray and DVD. Either of you guys seen this one yet?
No, look, I quietly a little bit excited because I did like the first one more than I thought I would.
Likewise, I enjoyed the first one more than I thought I would. And this one, I don't think is as good as the first, but
fair enough.
It's still fun. It's fun, and there is the most ridiculous CGI sequence in this movie that comes out of nowhere, had no place being in it, but I'm glad it is because it brought a lot of laughs. Because I was just like, what am I watching? Is this The Strangers or what?
Yeah.
Anyway, look, it's good trash. It's just good
frustrates
fun
me
trash.
a little bit about this one. Like, the first one had a pretty nice little cover with one of the faces, I think Baby Doll or whatever was on the front.
Yes.
In this one, they've put them all on the front. It's like, why not just do a second character and have a nice little...
And multiples of them as well. I think it's like about 3 versions
but
of
they
each
just
of
put
the
a really
characters.
tacky montage or collage on the front.
I just don't think it works. Yeah, no, it's a missed opportunity for sure. But anyway, that one's coming out on home end. Hopefully it does a little bit better on home end than it did theatrically, because that was a movie that kind of came and went and seemingly no one even knew it released. The Long Walk, sadly, another film that didn't do so well theatrically, is coming to home end, and no 4K release, just Blu-ray and DVD, which is a damn shame.
Yeah. Once upon a time, I would have said this one's got the potential to be a cult favorite moving forward, but movies come out too thick and fast at the moment that nothing really becomes cult anymore.
No, it's strange, isn't it? Isn't that weird? Films
it's a good film.
So fast forgotten about. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Shame about the 4K. I'm pretty sure Lionsgate are doing a 4K in the US, but nothing from Studio Canal locally on this one, which is odd, given they'll do a studio classics of some film that basically nobody really wants, and they'll do it in 4K. I'm kind of glad about that, because I am one of the few people that probably do want that. But in this instance, missed opportunity not doing the 4K.
Can I just say I completely disagree with you and love everything our Studio Canal overlords
I was about to jump in with the same.
Okay. Alrighty. Okay. No problem. And I'm sure the home entertainment division and the theatrical division is completely different. And they're not even making these choices. It's probably AID or someone else. Moving on to Caught Stealing, which is coming out from Sony. This one is coming out on 4K, Blu-ray, and DVD. All the formats. However, Sony, being the characters they are, have decided that they will only have the Atmos on the 4K, not on the Blu-ray. They customarily do this. It's, I think, to drive people to the Blu-ray, and fair enough. I mean, to the 4K, and fair enough. You should indulge in the 4K when it's an Aronofsky film as well. Then the last new film I will mention that's coming out is Kangaroo, which is coming out on Blu-ray and DVD, and perfectly in time for Christmas. Haven't had a chance to see this one. Do actually really, really want to see it.
Yeah, I'm really keen. I interviewed Ryan Core for this one, and didn't have a chance to see it beforehand, so it was more just an educational piece. He's telling me all this awesome stuff behind the scenes, and it's like the new Red Dog, really.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've been in dire need of one of these films. They seem to have come thick and fast. Years ago we had like Oddball and Red Dog.
Runt.
It's been a little, know. Oh, well, we did have Runt. Yeah, you're right. That was only last year or the year prior.
Yeah.
But anyway,
both of these are Studio Canal, by the way.
Yeah, there you go. God bless them.
Yeah.
Moving on to the classics. What's that? Good Boy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we did have Good Boy.
Yeah,
he just threw a proverbial stick into the spokes right there.
Yeah, I don't know who's doing that one on Home End though. That might be an Acorn Entertainment Shutter number, and Lord knows when we'll see that one.
Yeah.
But moving on to the classics, the first one I want to mention is a curious one. It's One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, a classic, absolute classic. Warner are releasing a 4K release of this. Now it is 4K only. There's no Blu-ray component, and it's the same way in the US as well. It's a very odd decision because this is an odd release. I love this movie, and of course I'll definitely pick up the 4K, but I'm going to hold on to my Blu-ray because it does have 2 new retrospective featurettes on the 4K. It has the expanded documentary. I can't remember the title of it. Feature-length documentary. It goes for about 87 minutes. That was featured on the Blu-ray and DVD, but it was a truncated version that only ran for about 45 minutes. So this is the extended version of that. There's deleted scenes on here as well, but not all of the deleted scenes. The previous Blu-ray and DVD had, I think, maybe 8 or 9 deleted scenes. This one only has like 5. So they decided not to include them all. Trailer's missing. I know that's not a big thing, but the audio commentary with Milos Forman's not on this release either, which is kind of mind-blowing. Like, I would have thought that was a studio-owned legacy extra, and they've just opted not to include it.
2 missed opportunities with this release. They should have wrapped it in one of those blood gel packs with a bonus razor blade in it. That'd be fantastic.
or a pillow, isn't it? Is that what he smells in?
Yeah, that too. Or just secretly or discreetly throw in the audio commentary for the Dream Team over the top.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that would be amazing. Yeah, 100%. That's a great companion film to watch.
Yeah,
the sad thing about this artwork, they've done a steelbook release locally. And it's, Steelbook's had a release in the UK and the US. The artwork's a little curious, though. I just didn't really dig it. It's the Jack Nicholson character sort of in the cage.
Yeah.
And it's just sort of like, I don't know, it's really obvious. And I'm like, I don't know, the artwork wasn't super iconic, but the disheveled Jack Nicholson always was a striking sort of image on the video cover. Anyway, so that one's coming out. Unusual release. Definitely I'm going to grab the 4K, but I'll hold on to the Blu-ray. Jackie Brown's coming out through Imprint. They're releasing this. As far as I can sort of see, there's no new content on this release. It's all archival. So if you've already bought the Lionsgate release from the US or the UK, then probably no need to upgrade. There is a little paraphernalia in that hard box. It is a nice set, but unfortunately I'd already bought it from the US years ago. Likewise, they're doing, I think a week later on December 10th, they're doing Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2.
Yep.
And the sad thing about this was it got announced, and then no less than probably 2 weeks later, the whole bloody affair gets announced for its theatrical engagement in the US. As to whether that'll even come to home end, because Tarantino has been quite guarded about that property and that version of the film, who knows? But it just seems like it's going to open up that. Well, it doesn't have the. I can see people buying it as a gift.
I feel totally stupid because I called him. I got a message from a friend of mine going, "Oh, when's a Whole Bloody Fair coming out here?" And I was like, "I don't know. Let me make a call." And I was like, "Hey, have you considered releasing the Whole Bloody Affair?" And Josh is like,
Yeah. I could imagine any politics involved with Quentin Tarantino, properties. That's why I think we've only ever seen very stock standard sort of releases that have ported the archival features. There's very little in the way of new special feature content.
He is very much like Spielberg when it comes to these things. Doesn't really like to give much. Spielberg doesn't do commentaries and things like that.
No, but at least Spielberg allows his films to be reissued every 3 years with one new special feature, a la E.T. or whatever. They'll find hey, it turns out that this film's going to be having a 42nd anniversary. Let's release it again with one new feature that goes for 12 minutes. A round table. I'll buy it. I'll buy
Let's
it.
add Turkish ET as an extra feature.
Oh my god, that would be amazing. That would be phenomenal. All right, so moving on. Robert Redford obviously has passed, so all the studios are cashing in by releasing back catalog titles. And this is very true because, like Sony, through our idea of releasing The Way We Were, this has been out in the US since 2023. So
terrible cover.
Timed. Same as the US artwork, really underwhelming artwork. But that one's finally coming out locally. It does have a Dolby Atmos track because, yes, I did import the US 4K some time ago. Directed by Sidney Pollack, and then also directed by Sidney Pollack out of Africa with Meryl Streep and Robert Redford, also coming to 4K. I don't know if I need to upgrade that one. I feel like I just upgraded to the Viavision Blu-ray a year ago and it's still in plastic. So unless it's got an Atmos track, because you haven't seen Out of Africa till you hear it in Atmos.
Let me just be your wife for a moment. You don't need it, Jarret.
No. Look. To be honest, I don't need a lot these days. I don't get a lot either. So that's the truth. That's the truth of it. So those are coming out, and then of course, other parties are looking to capitalize on Robert Redford's passing and releasing or re-releasing back catalog titles on DVD and Blu-ray once again, like Legal Eagles is getting another go on the DVD circuit. No Blu-ray, unfortunately, but yes, coming out on Blu-ray and DVD. No 4K, even though there's a nice 4K restoration available in the States through Kina Lorber. Yes, I've bought that one. That was before Aurora, so before we had my daughter, when money was a little bit more frivolous and fun. Then with Nail and I, that's coming out through imprint. Oddly, this one's already had a 4K release in the UK through Arrow and in the US through Criterion, but locally it's just getting a Blu-ray. Maybe they've actually seen that and gone, well, if people really want it, they've probably imported it, so let's just do the Blu-ray release. Regardless, yes, that one's coming out through the imprint collection. Now, this one took me completely by surprise, is that Mad Men are releasing Yorgos Lanthimos' first feature, Dogtooth, on 4K locally.
Yep.
Wow.
My mind was blown because I thought Mad Men, they kind of flirt with 4K every now and again, but generally it's something that's been out in other territories for however long.
This is to make up for the lack of a couple of his other more recent films not having any physical media release here.
Of course, because the whole Fox aspect of it, Kinds of Kindness and Pretty Things, none of these
Poor Things,
none of these films. Poor Things, that's it. Yes.
Yep.
Are getting local release, and sadly most of them are only getting Blu-ray or DVD releases, Blu-ray releases in the UK and the US, not 4K. But who knows, Criterion might work with Disney, because if anyone's got access to the Disney catalog, it's really only Criterion, because they've managed to get in there a few times.
Aren't they owned? Isn't Disney's their parent company, right?
That's how they get them. Janus Films, they do.
Yeah, I think when that was the big thing when The Rock and Armageddon came out and Benjamin Button, it was like, oh, okay. This is
that sort of makes sense then. God, I can't imagine the red tape involved though with those companies talking to one another. It'd probably almost be better that they were completely and utterly separate entities. Then another title that's coming out for the first time on 4K, just in time for not a remake, the meta sequel. I don't know. Anaconda coming out on 4K in a steelbook with the Blu-ray Atmos on this bad boy. I've got the complete Anaconda box set up there. Never seen any of the Anaconda films. Seen bits of the Anaconda films. Never watched a whole Anaconda film.
Are you serious? Not even the first two?
No, but I am very keen now that this meta
first one's
coming
fantastic.
out.
I've never seen the first one. I've only seen the second one.
Second one's great. Second one is great, but the first one for me, it's got a real soft spot.
I feel like I've seen The Blood Orchid, the sequel, because it was playing when I was working in a cinema, and I reckon that between the cinema checks, I probably saw the whole film for 2-3 weeks it was out. But yes, so Anaconda 4K Steelbook coming out just in time for the I don't know what you call it, reimagining.
Meta.
Dogma coming out on 4K, compliments of Umbrella. 4K Blu-ray release, pretty schmicko release. We'll definitely get this at some point. Never got the Blu-ray, the US Blu-ray, so it'll be a good update, and it's loaded with new and archival special features. The one I'm really excited about, though, is Boogie Nights. It's coming out December 17th from the Warner catalog via Roadshow. And now this one's got all the legacy special features that was on that terrific New Line DVD and Blu-ray release, plus a 2-part American Cinematheque panel with P.T. Anderson on there as well. Only thing that could have benefited it a little bit more would have been an Atmos track. So I would have loved to hear Jesse's Girl in Atmos amidst those firecrackers going off. Oh.
You know what? If it was anybody else but Heather Graham on the front cover, I'd say it's a really uninspired front cover. But as it is, it's glorious.
Yeah,
I'm really disappointed that they didn't. I think it's a Walmart exclusive. There's the Steelbook with the Rock and Jelly Bean art.
Yeah, that is happening, and I think the UK are getting it as well. Could be another retailer exclusive, but yeah, not happening locally. And it's a shame because there have been some of these Warner titles that Roadshow have done steelbooks for, like The Terminator, Lethal Weapon, and I think Boogie Nights is probably just as big as that. You know, everybody loves Boogie Nights. If for one thing another. Some just like the prosthetic that Mark Wahlberg wears at the end of the film. But you know,
that's an equal opportunities masturbatory delight, that film.
Absolutely. I'd like to think you'd open the steelbook, take the disc out, and then you just
whoa,
it's a pop out. Are a star.
It should come with a rag or a Boogie Nights, just one Boogie Nights sock.
Yeah, no, just the puffy cover, the puffy cover.
Yeah,
I'm with it. I'm with it. Now, also coming out on 4K December 17th from Paramount is The Warriors. Interesting. I don't know a lot about this release, so I don't know if it's going to be the theatrical and the director's cut, or whether it's only going to be the director's cut, because that's the one that Paramount kept dragging out time after time.
Yeah,
ignoring the theatrical cut, and then Arrow did this fantastic edition. I think they did in the US and the UK. Actually, no, I don't know if they did in the UK. I think it was actually a US exclusive. And it's got both carts restored in 4K. So many special features. It is the most magnificent edition, I tell you what. So I don't know what Paramount's got planned for their sort of budget-priced 4K locally, but more than likely, the director's cut with all those archival extras that pretty much correspond to that. Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, getting a release on 4K and Blu-ray through Viavision in like one of those lenticular hard cases with a steelbook inside. My only gripe about this, I love this movie, and I'll probably, considering I have not bought the US 4K yet, I'll probably might get this one, is that it's a missed opportunity to do an amazing special edition, given that it has not had the proper treatment. The version that we grew up with on home video, the extended version, has not seen a HD, let alone 4K release. Did get a release on, the DVD at a point in time. But for the most part, it's just that theatrical cut that keeps getting, touted out. And so we need a special edition, and it needs to have Tone Loc's, Aces in the House video on there as well.
Yeah,
very, very timely, because Udo Kier did pass away last week. So.
Oh no, yeah, absolutely. It was funny because I saw people, and everyone's discussing their favorite films, whether it was the Warhol produced films or whether it was Suspiria or
Ace Ventura, baby.
But me, I was like, oh
no.
Need we say more? Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
Ace Ventura is great, but the concierge. Come on.
Yeah. Oh, the concierge, or
keeps calling
AKA
him
for
Duck.
Love or Money.
Or for Love or Money, yeah.
Yes.
Love or Money, as it says on the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Duck.
Not Puppet Master, The Littlest Reich.
Oh, well, we've still got some in the warehouse. So, yes, absolutely.
My Udo Kier, I don't have cool Udo Kier stories like Kayla does or anything like that.
Or Ann Timpson, yeah.
Or Ann Timpson or anything, I don't have any of those. But when we commissioned the artwork for The Littlest Reich, to give the artist Giorgio Cordaro an idea of what I wanted, I posed for the photo and I played Udo Kier in the photo. And then he illustrated it. And I was like, wow, it's
they should have put his head on your body, mate.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's a beautiful story. That's a much better story than I've got. I've got no story. Anyway, also coming out, Lake Mungo. It's coming out in 4K with 2-disc Blu-ray.
Love it.
In a very jazzy edition. It's amazing. It's got Michael Cravenville's 3-hour documentary. We played the festival cut at Monster Fest, which ran for about 2 hours. This is the extended 3 hours.
Such a great film. Yeah.
Oh, incredible film. So yeah, great that it's getting a really nice release as well. They've got that great limited edition on the Umbrella Web Store, and then even the the standard one that's going to stores. Still got a slipcase, still got all 3 discs. So
Sweet.
Definitely worth picking up. Then the last one I'm going to mention, gentlemen, is Dust Devil, which I know you'll be excited about, Glenn.
Yep, for sure. Richard Stanley's follow-up to Hardware.
And it's great that someone's doing it, because this was talked about. I think Severin talked about doing it many years ago, but then after he was cancelled, they cancelled any kind of releases.
It's a movie that it was a big deal when it got dusted off, no pun intended, for its DVD special feature release. Had all this great stuff in it. It was like a fat pack and all that. And then it disappeared again. So it's like having a second revival.
100%. And I think that DVD, from memory, it's probably here on the shelf.
Yeah, I've got it over there.
Oh, it's somewhere.
Yeah.
It's like it might be 3 discs. I know
got all of his
3
documentaries.
cuts of the film.
All of his documentaries, yeah.
Phenomenal. And given that Umbrella did such a great job with Hardware, I'm really excited about this release of Dust Devil.
Yeah,
so that's going to
it's a curious film too.
Purchase. It is, absolutely. And what's his name? Who's the lead?
Yeah, that guy.
RoboCop 3.
Yeah.
And he's in the Hal Hartley films, Robert something or other.
Yeah, I know who you mean.
His name, but I love that guy. I love that. I think he's a terrific actor. Like, he's great.
Not Martin. Martin Donovan's the only one I know from the Hal Hartley movie.
Yeah, this
that
guy,
would be an interesting choice for RoboCop 3.
This is actually Donovan. It might work. Look, could still happen. RoboCop 4, Martin Donovan for the role.
Directed by Hal Hartley. That would be. I would want to see that.
That'd be amazing. Yeah,
and his partner's played by that. What's the name?
Could be Sarah Polly, because Hartley used Sarah Polly in No Such Thing. The monster one, the Beauty and the Beast one. So she could play the Nancy Allen role.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, look, in this segment alone, how many films have we pitched now? We've got RoboCop 4 happening here. We've got All Bodies, or No Bunny. I mean, this is like, this should just be, the pitch section.
We'll have to Studio Canal are watching. Take our ideas on board.
We'll have to hashtag.
And we demand you do a 4K Ultra HD, because everyone needs to see Martin Donovan's whores.
Yeah.
in the only part of him that's human in the RoboCop. Anyway, gentlemen, that's it for me for this month, but I'm excited to come back before the year's out to give you guys my top 5 4K.
Yes, you'll be joining us in a few weeks' time for an end of year roundup, which we haven't announced yet, but now we have.
There you go. Look, nothing like a bit of informality.
That's right.
Will any of Jarret's picks not have an Atmos track? Whoa.
Well, I mean,
wow.
Jarret must be really...
I can tell you off the top of my head, at least 2 of them do not have Atmos tracks. But they are older films, and they probably didn't necessarily need Atmos tracks. Look, everything needs Atmos tracks. I own Steel Magnolias. It's got an Atmos track. So
I can only imagine the rage going on, the inner conflict inside Jarret's head with those reports that came out the other week saying that DVD is still trumping all the other physical media formats.
Oh God, I know, and it makes perfect sense. I mean, it's so cheap to produce, and so many people still in this present day and age
don't care.
I don't notice the difference, and you're like, oh. They're the people that watch like Channel 7 on the standard def and not on 7 HD, and they go, oh.
But hey, if you're watching, listening, you're welcome here. We we love everyone.
We broadcast in HD as well, by the way, folks. Enjoy. Anyway, gentlemen,
look at Ben. He's surrounded by VHS. Like, come on.
Yeah, totally. The analog format. Bless him. All right, gentlemen, that's it for me for this month. So until next time, stay physical.